Hi everyone, welcome back to Online Biz TV. I am Ruth.
And I'm Eric.
And today we are going to talk about our BFCM strategy for our micro SaaS.
Please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube would know that you like our content, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. So we figured out it's Black Friday just happened last Friday, which is 2 days ago. So we figured out why not just make a piece of content on it, because we feel like this year has been very effective, and we feel like we are pretty proud of what we've done. I think we can even do a short screenshot just to show the page after that, so they can see what we've done.
We can
do it as we go, but we will get there in a second.
Before we talk about what we did this year, let's just give a quick recap on where the idea came from and what we did the previous 2 years. So ever since we created a company, we did the first BFCM, we did a short little roundup post of discounts from other Shopify apps, from tech partners basically. We published, there's a Shopify partners group on Facebook. We published the post there, created a simple Google form, asked people to fill it up, and we will add them to the blog post. And obviously they would have to offer some sort of a discount or a deal. And we ask in return that they share the post. That's it. It was super simple. And I think through that, we collected like 40 or 50 different apps. There were a lot from day one. But that's all we did. We didn't market it too much. We didn't do much. We did that for 2 years in a row. And then this year, the marketing team is bigger and more serious, and we wanted to take it to the next level. So we did a few different things. The main goal for us was to create some buzz, to have people talking about the apps and the brands, to have eyeballs on our website, and to have more social engagement and new users coming in. We didn't necessarily do this in order to get new users for Black Friday, but we did do this just to get more buzz going and to strengthen partnerships with tech partners. So, Eric, do you want to start with the first thing we did?
So what we've done basically, what we had in our mind is, I think the first thing that really started it all was the checklist for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. It was inspired by a different checklist created by Shopify. I don't know if it was this year or last year. And we wanted to create also like a playbook, an ebook, with a bunch of content contributed by other partners, explaining everything you need to prepare for Black Friday. Now, obviously, each partner gave its own angle about it, which makes sense. Because all of these different tools, all of these different technologies are relevant, especially during the holiday season. But we figured if we let each one writing about his own thing, probably the best practices will be much better than if we kind of assume about different stuff. Like us writing about reviews, it's nice, but if you let company like Lux writing about reviews, it's a whole different story. So that was the first thing we started with, and the thing is, our team kind of created a design for Black Friday. So we use the same color scheme we have on our website, just with a black background, make it look a little bit better. And then after this was ready, we just wanted to we figured out why not, if we already have the tools, we already have the design, why not make like a resource page out of it, and make it something that is very unique, and make it something that is very useful, and putting all the value in a single place for merchants. So we asked our development team to take the design and recreate this page based on existing elements from the website, just with different design. They just change the color a little bit. So they don't have to create something new, they just need to reuse the same elements with different colors. So we use the integrations page for the deals section, we use the components page for the resources page, and we also, about the video, how did it went down? The video with different partners.
So as far as videos go, we decided to do kind of like a roundup post for Black Friday, but instead of doing that as a blog post, we did it as a social media video format. So we basically asked everyone to film horizontally up to a minute of their best tip for BFCM. We also filmed it ourselves. And then throughout the month of November, we published once or twice a day a tip from a different partner every day. And we also took all of these tips and grouped them together to one big video that we published on our YouTube channel, on our Silly Ops YouTube channel. It's the one that is related to e-commerce. You can check it out if you want, we'll link it below. And it's just a really nice way to kind of do a win-win thing with your partners. We basically give them, we market them because we made sure to share and send out emails on everything. But we also give them kind of like a stamp of approval of this is someone who is an expert in this field, and this is why we ask them for their input. But also, they share their video because we tag them on social media and we give them a link and everything, and they make sure to share their video. So they win and we win some traffic from them. We really wanted to focus on what we can give our partners so that they would want to take part of it, which is always our guiding principle when it comes to partnerships, especially on all of our BFCM promotions.
So we had the video. I didn't remember just how we created that. So the video was one part of it, and that was focused obviously on the video medium. We asked to do it horizontally so we can share it on all sorts of social medias and not just on YouTube, which gave it extra exposure. Then we had, as I mentioned before, the playbook, which also contained a lot of contribution from different partners, but in the form of text. And then we took this text and also made like a pre-made banner for them or a post for them to share on social media with the image, the profile picture of the contributor and some part of what he wrote. And we saw a lot of engagement around that as well. A lot of partners shared that on LinkedIn and on Facebook and a bunch of other platforms. So that was another win.
Yeah, and it's, go ahead.
No, continue.
No, the thing we did once we created all of that and grouped that into the Black Friday, Cyber Monday webpage is we put it under a gated access, basically. So anyone who wanted to get these resources would have to give us their email, and we used Popped-in to do that. We basically added a pop-up that was unclosable. You have to submit the pop-up to actually reach the page, and on the page you would get everything we just talked about. The full-length video, even though this one was also available on YouTube and on social without the email, you would get the ebook, the checklist, and all of the deals. I think we collected like 70 plus apps.
More, it's more, I think more around
70.
90. Okay. Maybe we didn't update the pop-up gateway, but still it's around 90.
It's a lot of deals for Black Friday, and that's really, we felt like even though the ebook had a lot of good tips and the checklist, the deals is the real thing that kind of speaks to merchants.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Like during this, I think you all, maybe as SaaS creators, during this holiday season, you're looking for different deals on SaaS products, different SaaS products. And as merchant doing Shopify or e-commerce or whatever, you're doing the same pretty much. So you're looking to get these crazy deals during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So obviously these are things that are talk to merchant and the engage merchant. One other thing we tried improving this year compared to last year is, or previous years, we used to have just a list of all the different deals, and that was very hard to navigate through. So we just added a bunch of categories relevant to e-commerce, and each deal was could get into 1 up to 3 categories, and then it just helped them filter out what they're looking for. So if you're searching for reviews or marketing software, so you can just go to the marketing tab. And again, this was using an existing element in the website. We didn't invent anything new, so we didn't want to waste too much development hours on this resource. Eventually, we got, I think, 3,000 visitors and about 400 emails or something in these lines. And we also added a banner at the top of the website So we worked really hard this year also to generate some SEO traffic. So we added a banner at the top of the website, linking to this page, for merchants to get a bunch of resources plus deals on 70 plus Shopify apps visiting this page, and that's also generated some extra traffic. So that's pretty much what we've done. Oh yeah, of course we also send an email to all of our merchants, existing and previous merchants, to check this page out, hoping that they can find a lot of resources that they will find useful, and if they're not using our services anymore, maybe they'll get back, or maybe at least they can find something they like in there. That was how much? 100,000 emails?
Something like that. And like we mentioned before, one of the guiding principles was to give something to our partners so that they would want to participate, and to create a resource that merchants would actually be interested in. But then another thing that this did for us was generate a lot of content without a lot of work. Because we did a lot of roundup type of content, it's not only interesting for partners to share, but it also creates a full month of content for social media, an ebook, a checklist, a bunch of things that basically we didn't have to work too hard on. We just had to do some outreach, and it was easy because we have a great partnerships manager who stays in touch with all of our partners. So we had a really easy time reaching out to them for this, but also because to be honest, the community of Shopify developers and Shopify apps is very much a community that continuously does these kind of things, or works together, that does collaborations. So it wasn't unique in the view for us to ask them to collaborate with us. It's just something that is done.
Yeah, I think if you look at micro SaaS in general, tech partners are easy to come by. And that's something that, when you understand that your customers are the same customers as the other service, then it's pretty much obvious you should work together. And with the Shopify App Store, I think that's clear to pretty much everyone, all the app developers within the ecosystem. So it's very easy to find these partners. It's really not that hard. So if you're building a micro SaaS for any different type of platform, it's probably going to be easier than you think to get these partners to work with you. And also, one benefit that you get from creating these pages, creating these resources, obviously next year it's going to be much simpler. We don't have to do anything. It's there. We just need to update the deals themselves, maybe run a very short update to the playbook and the checklist, but it's very simple and it's going to be there. And it's going to place yourself and your apps in a place of authority, and you can control your position. With 70 plus apps, you really want to be at the top positions because usually it gets lost in the clutter when there are too many services down there. I think this is it. Anything else we didn't talk about when it comes to Black Friday?
I think just to do some, to summarize a little bit, because when you are a SaaS or a micro SaaS company and you think about how to use Cyber Monday and Black Friday to your advantage, you could be offering yearly plans and discounts. I think yearly plans for us, when we look at the SaaS products that we use in our business, the yearly plans are the most attractive ones. We always upgrade to the yearly plan around this time of the year. Mm-hmm. So this is one route to go. We actually didn't go this route. We didn't offer any yearly plans with Reconvert. We do have yearly plans. If you are a customer and you are an enterprise customer, reach out to sales. He will help you get good yearly plans. But we didn't do any kind of special promotion there, just as a side note. But what we did do is go the other route of looking at it as a marketing event. So this might not be something that get us people to pay the yearly plan in advance. To be honest, this is also not the stage in the business that we need these yearly plans. Yeah. A lot of the times when you get started, this is a really, really good strategy to go because it gives you capital in advance. You get a yearly payment from a bunch of customers and you can kind of play around with this money, it's there. So we're not there. We don't necessarily need it at this point for the company operation. But what we can do is like Eric said, we could place ourselves in a place of leaders in the industry, become someone who organizes and connects people and helps them reach new customers is a very powerful place to be as far as partnerships go. And we love being in this space because it's kind of like a wheel of a win-win-win for us, for our partners, for our customers. And it creates a lot of positive conversation and vibes around your product and your company. So this was our BFCM goals and strategy. The next step would be to take these 400 new emails, let's say 300, because there's always a percentage of fake emails.
Yeah.
But to take all of these emails and learn how to turn them into leads, which is something that we're working on, and into customers. We're working on that right now. But what we did for BFCM is not, you don't have to wait for the next holiday season to do that. You can do it out of the blue whenever you want.
You can do it for Christmas.
You can do it for Christmas, but again, you can also do it with no holiday coming up. It even might stand out more because no one else is doing it at the same time. Like doing BFCM, there's so much clutter out there, it might get lost. So if you're thinking of doing something like that in your space, I would highly recommend, if you are a SaaS company, if you're just starting out, by the way, this is a really good way to introduce yourself to new partners that are maybe bigger than you. Maybe they will not at the moment integrate with you because it does require technical work that they might not want to do. But this is a really good way to just reach out and say, hey, I'm offering you something. I'm going to share you and your app. I'm going to share it with my email. Maybe you'll even run some paid ads if you need, if you don't have enough traffic to your website and not enough emails. Do something that will be attractive to these people. Make sure it looks like a high quality resource and not something that's kind of like, you did in your mom's garage or something. Make it look professional, basically, which is not hard to do. And
by the way, we'll add a link.
We'll add a link, yeah, you can check it out.
To the page, you can check it out.
Definitely.
If it's gonna stay there.
And basically just use this kind of outreach strategy as a way to create your very first partnership with people. That's basically what we did the first year around. Like the first year we were up, the app existed for like 2 months before Black Friday. And it was a really good way to get introduced. I think even Shopify shared the page back then.
Yeah, it was still not a thing.
It was still not a thing. Now everyone does these kind of things. But this is a really, really good way to create partnerships. We made use of Black Friday to do it. You don't have to. You can just do it whenever you want. Yeah. I think this is it, right? Do you have anything else to add?
No, nothing.
It was a short conversational video. We just wanted to share what we've been doing for Black Friday and how it worked. If we have some exact numbers other than what we talked about with the emails, we'll add them on the screen. But to be honest, we didn't track exact social sharing and things like that, but we did see partners sharing some of the posts, and these posts got a lot more traffic than we usually do, which is not a lot. We're still working on our social game, but it is an improvement. So if you have any questions about Black Friday, about this kind of outreach to partners, let us know in the comments. We would love to hear if you've tried something like that. If you want to share any kind of resource that you've created in your niche, again, share it below. We would love that. Don't share any viruses or anything, please. And we will talk to you in the next video. If you liked the video, like it.
Yeah. And
subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. Also, if there's anything like you would like to do with us for next year to promote our softwares together, we can do that. So reach out, and if there are any other topics you'd like us to talk about, feel free to just share it in the comment section below. Just write something in the comment section below. That's
Say
all
hi.
we need. Hi. All right, I think that's it. Yeah.
All right.
See you next time. Bye-bye.